Do you need some boxing tips for when you're punching on the bag? Stay tuned. Assalamu alaikum guys, welcome back to Kifiye Boxing Channel. I'm just going to go through some mistakes that I see people doing and how to rectify them, okay? So I'm just going to go work on the bag, go through some mistakes, show you what they are and show you how to improve them, okay? Let's go. Okay, so one of the common mistakes I see people doing is not knowing the range of the bag, okay? Not knowing how to be in range, okay? Simple thing, get in your boxing stance, get your left hand out, your lead hand out. When it's touching the bag, that's the range that you got to be in. You got to work from this here, okay? If you're too far out, you won't be able to touch it, okay? If you're too far in, your arm will be bent, okay? So get in your boxing stance, arm out straight, and that's the range that you got to be working in, okay? Now, so you got to work from here, okay? As you punching, it's got to be nice and all the way out, okay? If you're too close, you're going to punch like this, okay? Short punches, there. Now, the quick, but you're not going to maximize your punch, okay? And at the same time, when you're this close, well, you got to remember, you're close to get hit by them as well, okay? So when you're from here punching fast, you can get punched as well. So work that full extension, there, all the way out. Hands up to your face, all the way out, back out, okay? Doing a 1, 2, boom, boom, back out here, okay? Keep that range to the body and you can work from there. When you want to do hooks, you step in, then back out again, long range punches, okay? So keep that range, work it, nice and all the way out. You'll see some people, they will get so close that when they throw the right hand, it will land about here, okay? Now, it's not too bad if the whole body's behind it, okay? But that there is traveling only a few inches, so you're not going to really cause much damage. Whereas, if you're standing back, you're twisting more into it, your hand is going from a further away distance, and it'll create that momentum and land harder and better on the bag, okay? So the first tip is making sure you got good range. Work full extension, all the punches, all the way, okay? Try that. Okay, the next tip that I see is similar and linked into the range is people doing arm punches. And when I say about arm punches, what we mean is there's no rotation, no hip rotation, no body behind the punch, okay? So literally that there, bang, bang. Okay, now, when you see them on the bag, okay? If I do arm punches on the bag, okay? Now, it may sound good as well, okay? And it's quick, okay? Bang, bang. Yeah. But the problem is there's nothing behind them punches, okay? Now I've seen far too many times people sparring, throwing these punches, nothing is happening to the other person, and in fact, the other person is just walking through these punches and landing a big punch of their own, okay? So what's the problem here? The problem here is the shoulders are too front on, okay? And you just got arms going. So if you notice, there's no movement of the hips, there's no movement of the body, okay? So, get yourself in proper range, okay? Now twist behind it. When you throw the left, you're twisting your body there, okay? Bang, bang. When you throw the backhand, you're twisting your body, okay? The hip rotates, the body is behind it, okay? So from there, 1, 2, there. You can tell by the sound, okay? Compare these two sounds, okay? You'll notice the second one was a much deeper sound, more power behind it, okay? So get that twist in, okay? Fully twist into it. Mistake number 3 I see people doing is trying to punch too hard in every single punch, okay? Now, some guys' style is explosive and powerful. If you can train like that and keep it up, okay, then fine, train like that. Powerful punches all the way through, non-stop, okay? Putting that pressure on the person. But I see far too often people throwing a 3-punch combination, 4-punch combination, every single punch is hard. Now the problem is that because you're focusing so much on the actual delivery of the power, that they lose focus in the punches. They lose technique in the punches. The accuracy is not great. So when they're trying to transfer that into sparring, people are seeing that punch coming from a mile off, and so they're not able to land it. And at the end of the day, if you're not able to land a punch in sparring, what use is you having a hard punch? Does that make sense? So what they do is like put everything in, punches, yeah, and they're smacking it in. Okay, so instead, let's say for example a 3-punch combination, make one punch the hardest one, so the third one the hardest one, the rest one quick, bang. Okay, work on the technique, work on the accuracy, don't just rely on big punches, okay, because you're not always going to land in sparring, okay? So get boxing quick. When you're ready, get behind the jab again, bang, one big punch, and then back out again, bang, and back out again. Mix it up, mix up the speed of the punch, mix up the power of the punch, okay? That will do you so much better when it comes to your boxing improvement than just relying on big heavy punches, okay? Box the bag like you would box when you're in sparring, okay? This next mistake, okay, I see a lot of people not stepping into the punches, okay? If you want to create some power behind them, okay, then step into the punches. So for example, if I'm in range, I'm okay, I can snap that punch out, yeah? Bang, bang, snap it out. But if I want some more power behind it, then one way is to actually step behind it, bang, okay? Snap it out when you're ready, then go into it, bang, okay? Now you can tell there's more power. One is by the bag moving, 2 by the sound and the connection, okay? Same with the right hand, okay? If I want to do a 1-2, step behind them. Step behind the first one, step behind the second one. So I'm here, I'll step. And you can tell by the connection, the sound, you can tell by the movement of the bag, your power will come through, okay? So step behind your punches. Okay, another mistake we see is a lot of guys drop their hands, okay? So when they're on the bag, okay, they're punching, they're doing this. They punch with one hand, this one will drop, okay? That one's same there. Punch, there. So if I watch from this side, I'm going to throw my right hand. What they'll do is they'll throw the right hand and the left hand will drop here, okay? So jab there, okay? When you're on the bag, practice keeping your hands up, okay? Drill this. Remember, repetition is key. So get on the bag, keep the hand locked there, jab non-stop, about 10 jabs, okay? Then keep the hand there. Same with the right hand. Throw the right hand, keep that left hand tucked by your face. Bang, bang. Same with the left hooks. Body hooks, head hook, body hook, head hook, okay? Drill that, okay? If you've got a habit of dropping your hands, part of your training should be drilling that. Okay, keeping one hand there, keep throwing it. And remember, the more hours you put into this, the better you'll be. Simple as that. I can't stress enough the importance of repetition. If you want to practice keeping your hands up, practice them in drilling. And when it comes to your partner work, pad work, everything, keep them there, punch out, and get used to it. And soon it becomes second nature. You won't even think about it, you will do it easily, okay? Practice that. Another tip is a lot of guys will box, okay, on the bags and they will hold their breath, okay? So they'll come into the bag and they'll start punching. And then they're breathing heavy and they're not lasting long, especially when they're throwing power punches as well. They get tired quickly, they're not breathing, and they'll get degassed and then they're on the floor, okay? Resting on their knees or even resting the whole round, okay? Learn to breathe through your punches. Now, you see a lot of boxers, whatever gym there is, up and down the world even, I forget the country, you'll see them doing, yeah? Do you know what that is? Okay, is it just a sound effect to make them sound good? What they're actually doing is they're actually exhaling and tensing their stomach. Okay, some will do just nicely, some will overdo it, okay? But the purpose of this is to breathe while you're punching. So while you're punching, you exhaled. When the punch has gone out, when it's come back in, you're quickly inhaling. Okay, so it'll help your breathing. At the same time, the good other benefit is when you're exhaling, you're tensing that stomach up. So if you punch and get hit at the same time, your stomach is tensed. Okay? So now you know what the point is about the is. Okay? Get in and watch your breathing improve when you're training on the bag and overall in boxing as well. Okay? There you go, guys. There's some tips for you. Okay? Practice them on the bags in your own time in the gyms. Put the time and effort in and watch your boxing improve. Any comments or feedback, or if anyone's got any requests for anything for me to record, then send them in my comment section. Until next time, guys, take care. I'll see you soon. Assalamu alaikum.